Hi, in the past I made some videos about photography, and looking at the comments and some of the messages that I got, people said, what you did was great, but we have no idea what you talk about. And we're complete beginners. Show us how to start in photography, show us the very basic things that we need to do. And how do I get into photography was another question. Another question was, how should I go and work in a photo studio with another photographer when I have no idea what he's talking about. And this is what I'm aiming to do with the next few videos that I will do. I want to get into the very basics of photography from the very beginning. How do you start, what all the things mean, how everything works, and why does it work that way. So I hope I will be able to achieve that in 3 or 4 videos, 4 or 5 minutes long each. So in the videos I will talk only about digital cameras. I will not deal with film cameras. I will not deal with history of photography. That's not the point of the video. So we got the intro out of the way, and let's take a look at what happens when we take a picture. There is 3 basic components that every single picture will have. The first one will be exposure. There will be some kind of exposure, and by exposure I mean how much light was able to hit your sensor before your lens closed, or your mirror closed rather. And the second thing, that there will be some kind of composition. By composition I mean how the subjects are, where the subjects are located in the picture. And the third thing that there will always be in a picture, that is light. There is light in that picture, because if we have no light in a picture, all that we are going to get is black, and that's it. So in this first video I will only look at light, and I'll focus on trying to explain you how light works and why it works that way. So now let's get our hands dirty, and let's start with the basic idea of photography. And it's pretty well known, but in photography what we try to achieve is capture a moment of life of a subject. And that subject might be a living creature, it might be just some kind of object like my model here. But what we will do when taking a picture of that is we'll grab that very short moment of time, how that object looked like. And how do we do that? We do that by capturing the light that was reflected of our subject. Why reflected light, you might think? There is 2 ways to try to capture light. One is you try to capture the light source, and the other way is you capture the reflected light of a subject. Now, trying to capture the light source itself, it's kind of a tricky situation, and in the beginning you almost have no reason to try to do that. And this is what happens when you try to capture the light source. Basically you get a very bright spot, and there is nothing really going on in that picture. Of course there is people who try to do that and do it successfully, but for now let's focus on the other 95% of the time where you try to capture the reflected light of a subject. That's really important, because once you get the idea that you're trying to capture reflected light, you know why things work the way they do. Here I am in the darkroom, and here is our subject. You see, what we do is actually we grab that light that comes from the light source, it reflects on our subject, and then we grab the shot from here or whatever. It doesn't matter how you compose the shot. But the underlying principle is that you capture reflected light. And that's important, as I said, because if you think about it this way, you know that light is what you really need. You need light in order to get a picture.